Good afternoon. Welcome to the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. I'm with you probably till about 5 o'clock. Probably till about 5 o'clock. I hope everybody's doing good. Are you having a good day? I'm having a good day. Today's a good day. I'm so proud of that little baby. I don't know what to do. I'm so proud of her. I don't know what to do. I almost want to cry. That's how proud I am of her. Yeah, I just don't understand. She's right there. I hope everybody's doing good. Let's see. Let's say hello to the people. Let's say hello to the people. Robert Willis. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Alethea Williams. My hater. Good afternoon, Alethea. DeAndre Crosby. Good afternoon. DeAndre says first. If it makes you feel good, then sure, you can say first. David says, good afternoon, little baby E-Man and the Afternoon Experiment family. He's representing Westchester. All right. And then he says he's first as well. So we got two people who are first, when really wasn't either one of them first, but that's okay. Terry Anderson, representing downtown. Good afternoon, Terry. Good afternoon. Sierra Brooks, checking in. She's representing Boston. She says she's been in traffic for 1 hour and has only gone 12 miles. Well, good for you. Good for you. Let me see. No music. LaDonna, representing East Price Hill. Good afternoon. It definitely won't be 6:30. Lewis, representing Sharonville. Good afternoon. Got Crystal in the house, representing the Christ Hospital. Andrea Bustle out there in Gulf Manor. Good afternoon. Nat Turner. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Nat. You were in the top 5, David. No doubt about that. Jerica says, hold up, me familia. Except Emmanuel, shoved her under the bus. I did not. I would not do that. Anybody who knows me knows I would not do that. I got some people on here who would tell you that I would not do that. I got some relatives who would tell you I would not do that. Pat Rogers, representing East Westwood. Good afternoon. Samuel Campbell Jr., representing East Walnut Hills. No theme music. I haven't done theme music all week. I have to do a new countdown because I got the snow countdown and I got the autumn countdown, but I don't have just a regular winter countdown. So I have to do a new countdown. So that's why there hasn't been any music. R. Allen, representing Coleraine. Good afternoon. Thank you for checking out the show. Look, I hope everybody, that's all the hellos. That's it. Those are the people who are on. If you didn't say hello to me, you really should. It's polite. But it's cool. I get it. Yeah, I didn't really have like a topic today. It's Friday. And, I used to do First Amendment Fridays. Marie Smith, representing North College Hill. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Or Maria, I'm sorry. See, I can't see the picture. LaDonna talking about they want jams. Y'all can play jams out there. Brenda, representing Fairfield. Good afternoon. Y'all know I used to do First Amendment Fridays. I don't want to do a First Amendment Friday, but I got a video. It's a long video. Oh, shoot. How do I want to do this? I didn't think this through, y'all. So forgive me. I didn't think it through. Hold on, let's do this. Let's get rid of that. And add one. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm doing all this on the fly. Look, in case y'all didn't know, I work. I'm a working man. I got a whole job. And I got another thing that I do on my own. And I get off work sometimes 2:30ish. And oh no, yes. What are you doing? Okay. All right, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to get this right. We can put that over there. We can put this over here. I'm all right being hidden. So we can do that and that. So when the time comes for the video. But yeah, man, so I leave work and, on Thursdays and Fridays, I go pick up this little baby. And then I come straight here and I get straight on the air. Some people think, I'll be in social media like that. I don't be all up on social media. I don't, what I'm saying? I watch the news. I watch like political stuff and legal stuff. Those are the things that really fascinate me. Political stuff and legal stuff really fascinates me. And that's when I got time. Like, last night I didn't watch any news. I think I might have watched the weather. Because I, got this little baby here. We have to keep her, I'm going to say entertained, occupied. She got to stay occupied. And, I've been, trying to do this whole exercising thing. Why are you making that noise? And I've been trying to do this whole exercising thing. And so, yeah, I was exercising and all of that kind of stuff. So when she finally left, I was done. It was time to go to bed. Time to go to bed. I just jumped into bed. So, yeah, it'd be hard for me to find time. I didn't even get to go into the print shop and do nothing yesterday. So, look, don't give me a hard time. If y'all got, I accept. You can send me messages. I accept suggestions for topics. I just don't be knowing whatever the thing is that's going on. Whatever the hot thing is that's going on, I don't always know. So, cut me some slack. And I don't get paid for this either. I don't get paid for this. As a matter of fact, this cost me money. I had to pay for a phone line. I had to pay for faster internet than I would have if I wasn't doing this. I had to pay for Restream. Yeah, I paid for this. I paid for this. Comes out of my pocket. So, yeah, cut me some slack sometime. And I say that like y'all don't always cut me slack. Well, y'all don't always cut me slack, but sometimes y'all do. But I wanna look at this video. I saw this video some months ago. And it's really disturbing. Not disturbing like it's something you're gonna have to turn away from. And I'm gonna kind of fast forward through parts of it because just to get to the meat of it. Jack says, "Do you have a heavy bag?" Do I have a heavy bag? I'm assuming you mean boxing wise. No, I don't have a heavy bag. I don't have a heavy bag. I'm not sure why you're asking me that, but the answer is no. And Alethea, it's just a hater. Sometimes you just gotta let people be haters. Hold on, I got some more hellos I want to get in. Daryl, wait a minute. Hold on. Jack says, good luck with that. Jack calling in from Silverton. All right. Jack representing Silverton. Dominique in the house. Good afternoon. Dominique, good afternoon. Nakia here. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Jerica says, we should discuss suggestions for side hustles for those of us who work 9 to 5. Okay, that's a good suggestion. Twin, this is Reverend Finneytown. And your equipment, okay, before I call in, to, I think he means clock today. He's motivation speaker. I'm not 100% sure what you mean, but good afternoon. Daryl representing Forest Park. Pamela Kinney out there in North Avondale. I want one of those tees you have on. Yeah, no, I told y'all my whole thing. The reason I started doing this was when I was working for Soul, when the buzz had switched over to Soul, and I was working there, and I wanted to do shirts, you know, with the Soul logo on it, and maybe on the back I said, you know, we put a good quote from a song and put it on the back. You know, some classic soul song. And they kind of shot me down. But, you know, I guess that is what it is. But so I was like, I'm going to still do it. I'm going to still do it. And so I have some. Of course, y'all can read this one from Forever My Lady. There's nothing more precious than to raise a family. I have a few of them, you know, that I do. I don't know if I can sell this, though. I don't know if I can sell this. Jack says, so now you won't be doing the audits? No, I'm not saying I won't be doing the audits. I'm saying the video I'm showing today is not, maybe I didn't get to it to really explain. The video that I'm going to do today is not necessarily an audit. But it is a video of a police interaction. And again, I do some of these things because I want people to understand, number one, it's important to film police. Well, actually, even before that, I'm advocating for police to receive more training. I'm not even going to say for them to necessarily have, you know, higher requirements. But they should get more training consistently. And when I say more training, I mean like, you should know the laws that you're trying to enforce. Like, you should know it's not against the law to stand in front of a bank and film the bank. I know for some of y'all that sound crazy. Who would do that? Don't matter who would do it. It's not against the law to do. But there's a lot of police who don't know that that's not against the law. Yeah, they should get more training. They should understand what they're allowed to do and what they're not allowed to do. And I believe, oh, I just heard somebody knocking on the door. Kind of hard. I don't know. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hey, you hear somebody knocking on the door? All right. Just the knock was aggressive. I didn't like it. Yeah, I didn't like that. So, all right. All right. Yeah, I don't like nobody knocking on my door that aggressive. That sounds like the police or something. People don't knock on my door like that.
Did she say yes?
Hmm?
What did she say yes?
Yes, she said yes. Where was I?
And what else?
Don't worry about it. You just stay on the bike or the elliptical. Huh?
Is she even here?
Yes. So where was I? I was talking about police needing more training, needing to know the law. And this part is not going to necessarily sound good, but I believe when police do stuff wrong, like when they violate their oath, their punishment should be like double what a non-officer would get if they did the same thing. Like if a police officer assaults you illegally, you know what I'm saying? If I face, I don't know, 6 months to a year, they should face 1 to 2 years. Whatever it is that a regular, non-police officer gets, the police should get double if they do it, you know what I'm saying, under color of law. If they violate your rights, they should get double. That's the way I see it. That's the way I see it. And is anybody else with me on that? And I'm not anti-police. I have to always say this because people always accuse me of being anti-police. But I am not anti-police. I'm anti-bad police. But I'm not anti-police. I like police. I've had police over my house for dinner. You know what I'm saying? Some of my best friends are police, the whole nine. Some of my relatives, police. I'm not anti-police. But if you took an oath and we pay you to do a job, you should do it right. You should do it right. And because you get special rights, I know people say they don't, but they do. They just speed. You know, I'm not just talking about in the police car. I'm talking about police put that little police thing on like their license plate or a little blue flag thing on the back of their car or whatever. Police do all of that stuff so that other police know that they're police. So that, if they're speeding, they pretty much don't get tickets. Even if they get pulled over, when they showing their ID, you pulling your driver's license out and you showing it to the police, they show their badge. So I'm a police officer. And the police know, okay, I'm not going to do nothing to you. Drive safer. Every once in a while, if it's something egregious, like they're really drunk, then, every once in a while they'll arrest them. But a lot of times what they'll do is they'll pull them over, they'll be really drunk, and they'll give them a ride home. Maybe leave the car there or, call somebody, have 2 units come, and one person drive the car home and then they pick them up. Like they take care of each other. It's true. I'm not making it up. All of this is stuff that I know that they do for a fact. So because to some degree, they're above the law. They're not supposed to be above the law. I'm not saying that this is good, but to some degree, they're above the law. They should be held, when they get caught doing stuff, they should be held to a much higher standard. To a much higher standard. So, and this part is important as well. People give police the benefit of the doubt, especially police, but people give police the benefit of the doubt. Police comes to court and the police officer says you did something. There's no video of you doing it. It's my word against his word, right? The judge gives that police officer the benefit of the doubt, unless they can tell for sure that police officer is a liar. I believe sometimes they still give that police officer the benefit of the doubt, like the ones who they know done came to court and just flat out lied. They'll still give them the benefit of the doubt. They say they don't. Like, oh no, once you've been labeled a liar, the judges don't even believe you. I don't believe that. I don't believe that one bit. They come in there with that uniform on. What they said is what they said. You know what I'm saying? And it's accepted kind of as fact. So I don't necessarily want to tear that down because I think it's enough police officers with some integrity. With some integrity. I don't know that there's enough with enough integrity. But there are police officers with some integrity. Like, they ain't gonna turn no police officer in. But, you know, well, I don't know. I don't even have anything to say after that. But there are some with some integrity. I was gonna say, but they might stop the beat now. But that's not usually the case. Usually the case is they'll cover. Usually the case is they'll cover for you. They'll keep that lie going. They'll mute that body camera and turn it off or whatever if they run up on something. So all of that stuff happens. But what I want people to understand is just because the police officers say it don't make it so. And just because other police officers vouch for that officer don't mean that that officer is right. Okay, that's kind of my lead up to the video. Again, this is a disturbing video. It's not disturbing in the sense that ain't nobody getting beat. Ain't nobody killed. None of that kind of stuff. All right? But we're going to skim through this video for a minute. All right? Hold on, let me see if I can get everything to function appropriately. Y'all tell me if y'all can't hear it or, you know, anything like that. I know y'all good for doing that. This is from a channel called Police Activity on YouTube. This man is being arrested. He's being arrested.
So, what am I going to arrest for? I'm going to show it to you. Okay. Come back here for a second.
You don't know what he's being arrested.
I'm going to give you. I'm going to show you the LiDAR too, where I clocked you at 68. That's not really the biggest concern here. Okay.
Clocked him at 68, but he's got a warrant.
Show you the warrant
so
once I get you secure.
You know, he did end up having a warrant. They're going through and they're searching.
Right here in the car here.
Step feet right just a little bit. Okay. Let me get this step out your way first. All right, can I get my can you get my phone?
Yes.
Searching this other pocket here. And he's got a big thing of cash. I don't remember how much it was, like $10,000 or something like that.
I'm gonna leave that cash in there. Any other pockets I need to know about? No, sir. Go ahead and see what's right.
Sam, what is my money on the guy?
What? Oh, okay.
What is that? Oh, that's not mine. I've never seen that in my life. What are you doing with my property then?
I'm gonna roll the window down and tell you what you're in here for. Put your stuff right here.
And my phone is right here too on top of the phone. But what am I in for then?
So, I don't know if you've had a history with them or not, but you got a U.S. Marshal warrant, a weapons violation. That's all it tells me. Okay, when you get down.
So we're staying with you, so you know we didn't take none, and none's gonna be missing.
All right, hold on, I gotta back up just a little bit.
That's going with you. That's going to be with you. We're not.
Okay.
He's basically about to ask,
These two ain't the phone.
can this guy, who I don't remember if that's his brother or his cousin or whatever, take his money? They gave him his phone.
I get tired. No, that's going with you. That's going to be with you. We're not giving that to anybody else. We got that off you, so it's staying with you. So you know we didn't take none, and none's going to be missing. No, we are taking that. That's staying with you. That's the rule.
And you gave me some of it
because it come off of you. Every bit of it's going with you. Does that make sense? That's accountability, because when it comes to stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So.
The same type of say they're double check.
And see, this cop is being careful.
Okay.
He's saying, look, you say whatever you want to say, but that money going with you is a rule. So then that way can't nobody say that nobody took the money.
Here's big money. I'll put this in the bag for you, okay?
Now, they jump to where he's at the police station where, you know, they're kind of bringing him in. So just to recap, he got a warrant from the marshals, but he had a whole lot of money on him, and he was with somebody that he knew and trusted. They gave the person that he was with, that he knew and trusted, his phones and, you know, his personal effects. They said, well, can he take the money? Like, well, no, we don't get the money. We don't get the money away. You know, we got to keep that money right here so that don't nothing happen to it, and we can't be accused of nothing happen to it. You know, he being careful. So Nakia says this is sort of boring. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, here. Here you go.
I got you.
Yeah, she's counting it right now.
You're gonna watch me, okay?
I heard the rubber band get popped.
Hold on. Check it out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Now you can hear she counting out his money.
Excuse me.
10.
I'm
Yeah.
not trying to question you or anything.
Let me count it first. And
No,
then
can you look in between his legs real quick? 'Cause I think he just put some of my money in between his legs. I'm sorry.
I don't know how good y'all can hear this. That's why I keep jumping in. He's saying he believes that officer
How
took
much
some of his
do you have
money.
on you?
I'm
He's
sorry.
asking him, please check the
Can
officer.
you just check in between his
Sir,
legs?
listen to me.
He's moving and everything. Look, he's moving.
Sir, I'm good.
Sir, listen to me. Tell me how much cash you had on you. What was the amount?
I just want to see. I'm not gonna lie. Can you check? I'm not going nowhere. Can you check your fellow officer for me, please?
Yeah. Huh?
Hell no, he just touched my. I heard the rubber band pop. He told me, oh,
I had to.
look, and he's moving in between his legs.
Sir, stand right here.
I'm gonna stand right here, but can y'all please check y'all fellow officer? Please.
Stand right here.
Look, he's moving his arm right now.
How much cash did you have on you?
Can you check your
Yeah, I
mans?
didn't.
Can you check your people's? Cause he's
How,
touching.
Yeah.
What's
tell
going
me
on?
what's the
Oh my
total
God.
amount.
Look at his hand. He's tucking money. He's tucking money right in his right hand.
Tell me how much money you
He's
had on
tucking
you.
money. He's tucking my money. That's a problem. Can y'all check him?
Hey,
Listen to me. What was your total
And
cash?
he's telling her, no, don't check
Listen.
me.
Listen.
Look at him moving. He's moving. Oh my God. Y'all not gonna check him?
Listen.
Look
Chill
at
out.
him.
listen. Tell me.
I've been cooperating
Let me tell
with
you
you guys the whole time. I'm not gonna lie. He just
I'm
touched
not
my
gonna
money.
allow anybody to take your money.
Look at him. He's moving.
But look at me.
Look at.
Look at me. If someone takes your money, it will be a big problem. All right. No one's gonna take your money. I can see his hands. I can see exactly what he's doing. No one's gonna take your money. She's gonna count your money.
There's
There's more money.
watched him touch my money. And you
There's
guys
more
didn't
money in
even
here.
check it.
You're saying that there's more money in here?
But what I'm saying is
Let me
that
ask you a question. Answer my question. Are you saying that there's more money in here?
what I'm saying is he just touched my money and went through 3 different floor compartments, and I seen him put it in between his legs. I heard my rubber band. I've been nothing but
Okay.
cooperative with you guys. All I wanted you guys to do was.
Okay, watch.
I'm saying, but he already moved and did a lot of different stuff.
Now, y'all know it disturbs me that it's got to be the brother that's just hardcore vouching for him. Ain't no money in there. Ain't nobody gonna take your money. We wouldn't do that. That would be a big problem. Come on, look at me. Look at me. And I'm not gonna let nobody take your money. I can see his hands. Ain't nothing in there. How you vouching so hard for somebody? You ain't checked nothing. You ain't checked nothing. You ignoring dude. He's saying he moving, but nah, look, listen to me. Ain't no money in there. Ain't no money. I just be like, come on, bruh. Come on. Why you riding so hard for it? It just, all right, back to the video.
Okay, come sit over here.
But y'all already let him move, like, there's no way. Like, watch. That's crazy. I can't believe y'all just did me like this.
How much cash do you have on you total so I can count it out and we can verify if it needs missing? That's what I'm asking you.
We can
Do you know
secure this
what
right
the
now.
total amount was?
No, I honestly don't. The money was for bills. My wife gave it to me. The one that she tried to give me. I tried to give her the money. He said, don't give it to her.
Okay.
Because I went to Wendy's. I got a Wendy's
Okay.
receipt right.
But do you know how much cash you had on you so I can count it out so we can verify the total? Do you know approximately how much you had on you?
If I say a number and I get it wrong because he touched the money, then it's going to be all wrong. But I just don't understand why I heard my rubber band being popped.
I just grabbed it from the seat to give to her.
That's not what you just told me either, boss.
I did. That's what I did. and I handed her the
I'm not gonna lie, boss.
envelope.
Have I gave you any problems?
No,
since I've
sir,
been
you have
in your
not.
car? That's all I wanted to ask, sir. I just don't understand why y'all could. Like, I'm not going. I sit on my face. I'm not going nowhere. I just wanted
I'm
to.
asking you what your total was so we can count it out. You can watch me count
I'm
it out.
not sure. I'm
and we
distraught.
can
It's a lot.
verify.
It's a lot going on. I didn't
Okay.
even know I had a warrant. I'm just trying.
Okay.
I'm just trying to like.
So if you...
What's it called? I'm trying to like just like comply with you
Yeah,
guys.
I got
but
you.
that just doesn't make sense to the point where like I just watched him. Me and you both watched him move his hands. I watched him tear up. I watched him look at you and tell him like look at you and tell you no, you're not about to. I just watched him do way too much when I haven't been nothing but nice and compliant to you guys. You feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to go along with you guys' protocols and everything. All I've done was ask questions so I know how like to make sure I'm safe and my family can find me and stuff.
I understand.
And it's like I
and
know.
that's why I was asking you what your total was so we can sit here and count it out.
But
and we
they
can
would've-
verify that it's correct.
It would have just helped me more seeing that you would have checked him. It's like as soon as
But did you not see me walk over here?
I did see that, sir, but at the end of the
Trying to
day,
remediate this?
none of y'all, like none of you guys' body cam is on. Like I know,
Mine is on right now.
but I know for a fact what I seen and what I heard. And then when I asked him why was he like popping the rubber band on the money, he said I was just making sure something, but there's no need to make sure. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's my property. You feel what I'm saying? And I know for a fact the money was touched, but it's a million compartments.
Yes, I did touch it when I grabbed it out of the seat.
I understand, so I don't want to argue with you, Mr. Chapman. I just know what.
No,
I
sir.
Okay, so what I typically do is count out everybody's
You can
money
count it
in
again,
front
but
of
I'm
them
not gonna
so
lie
you
to
can
you.
see that it's accurate.
The money was.
Okay. Now, see, I've seen this a couple times. We're going to get back to it. But I've seen a couple people say, why not just tell them how much money you had? Why not just tell them how much money you had? It's a few reasons why you might not want to do that. Because, but bottom line is, he said he had just went to Wendy's. And so he had bought something. And he don't know the exact amount that's in there. Right? Because if he say it's 7,432, and then they count it out and it's 7,472, 71, they're going to be like, you don't even know how much money you have. So just like you could be off by $1, you could be off by $1,000. You could be off by this, you could be off by that. He made the decision to not answer the question because he don't know exactly how much money he has in there. It sounds silly, but maybe not.
So when I turn it over to property, you can verify that the total we're counting out now is the total that you're going to get back.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? Are you good with me doing that right now?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you can tell me, do you have any kind of idea about how much you would
Yes,
say you
ma'am,
had
I
on
do,
you?
but I'd rather you count it first so I just know in my head.
But if you tell me afterwards that it's missing, that doesn't verify.
But if you
know what
guys
I'm
would have
saying?
stopped him within
If
the
you
whole,
tell me
if you
how
guys
much
would
it was now, I can count it and we can verify if it's missing. Okay?
I understand what you're saying, ma'am, and I appreciate everything. But I feel like you guys don't understand what I'm saying. But it's okay, I'm not tripping. You can count it out. I just, like, you counting it out right now would just let me know exactly how much you took. But I'm not tripping anything. I'm not trying to cause any problems or any Miss Casperson. Miss Casperson. I'm not trying to cause any problems. I just know what I know, you know what I'm saying? I know, I heard the rubber band pop. I seen him fiddling. He did not just keep his hands up the whole time. Like no, I didn't. He didn't open the door and say, you can search me. Look, you know what I'm saying? I heard my money. I'm a very great businessman. I just paid bills a couple days ago. You know what I'm saying? I just know for a fact that he touched my money. And then he was adamant about not giving my money to my wife or the cameraman that was with me. You feel what I'm saying? He was just like, no, you're gonna keep your money on you, which wasn't a problem. You feel what I'm saying? But him touching the money prior to just putting it in I've been listening the whole time. He asked for a small envelope. He didn't put the money in there then. He asked for it just doesn't make any sense. But you can do your job. I'm not trying to postpone or cause a problem. I just want to see how much is missing out at this point.
I want to count in front of you so
Yes,
you
ma'am.
can see how much that you have, okay? 2, 3, 4.
All right, we're
5,
gonna fast
6,
forward a
7,
little bit.
8, 9, 10.
But she's counting out the money.
Is in there because when we turn this over to
He's
the
still
sheriff's office.
protesting.
It's then going to go to the marshal's. That's going to go to the next sheriff's office. So this is us verifying that we're putting all your money in here.
Can you write my name on there also? Can y'all like I don't know the protocol with that, but like can y'all check y'all like his person? Because like if anything is on him,
Look,
like
sir.
it would be in big. No, I don't
Look, I'm gonna show you right here. Look at me. Look at me.
All of you guys probably have kids out there, you know what I'm saying?
Look.
So look, this is all I want to explain to you guys. Most of the time, when somebody know they didn't, like when somebody knows for a fact they didn't do anything, they're not gonna just, you feel what I'm saying, like let you search them. And I don't have kids, you feel what I'm saying? But I know how that goes because my mom did foster care. So I'm like up to par with all of that. And on top of that, if I didn't do anything, like how me and you've been talking the whole time,
Yes,
just
sir.
like how me and you was talking the whole time, if I didn't do anything, I have nothing that I'm worried about, you feel what I'm saying? There would be no reason for him to show me his pockets and stuff. Like I know for a fact.
No, I want you to feel
Comfortable. I would have
Yes, yes, sir.
I would have felt comfortable if your colleagues would have searched you at the exact time where I knew where the money was. Because I seen you kept going in between your legs, and then every time everybody put all of the attention on me, you kept moving. I don't know if it's in your door. I don't know where it's at, but just like look. I don't even care to find the money, but how you know for a fact that I'm right.
Come here.
Do you mind if I move?
Come
you guys
here.
are
I'm not telling you.
I want you to hold me though, so you know that.
Okay. Do you see anything?
No, yeah, no cap. I'm not even gonna touch it. It's blue hundreds right here. It's all the blue hundreds are right there behind that receipt. Thank you. All that's my money. He didn't have that.
This is your money?
Yes, I heard him crumble it up. Thank you. All that's been
That ain't my
recorded,
money.
right? That's my money. That's my money right there.
Sir, you've been watching me that whole time.
I seen you take it. I seen you crumble
Sir,
it up. Just
that
count
is
it.
not me.
If I'm right, it's gonna be around $1,000. If I'm right, and like I told you, I just went to Wendy's. I seen you still. Thank you.
No, sir.
If you don't mind, I just want to sit down so y'all don't try to say I'm resistant. I don't want to do nothing. All I know for a fact is I know what I know and I've seen it. I just wanted you guys to trust me, you feel what I'm saying? That's why I was just acting a little irate, but I'm perfectly fine, you feel what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to expose
That
you
is
or
not me,
anything.
bud.
Brother, I just seen you steal my money. It was no
No,
reason for
sir.
you to pop my rubber band, brother. It was no reason for you to pop my rubber band off my money.
I didn't pop your rubber band off your money.
I heard it. Me and you just spoke about it. You heard him agree to it. When I first got it, I said, I heard you did the rubber band. You said, oh, I had to do something.
I
It's
think you
okay.
were saying something about
It's okay. I know. I
I
just witnessed here today, Mr. Chapman went in my money. He separated my money. He was trying to steal it, and I caught him. He put it in between his legs, and as his colleagues approached me, he worked it towards the door. He tried to make it seem like I was lying. I'm not going anywhere. I'm in full custody of these officers. I'm being detained. I'm not going anywhere. I don't want any problems. I'm not armed. I didn't do anything wrong. I was just pulled over for a traffic stop. He just tried to steal some of my money.
Okay, we're hearing you, but there's no need to say all of
No,
that.
I was just looking at the camera. No, I just know how it goes. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to cause.
My camera's on the entire
Yes, ma'am.
time. All right,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
let's take it down a notch.
Yes, ma'am. I apologize. I'm
We're
so sorry.
good here.
Yes, ma'am. So what are we gonna do about this problem? Because he just tried to steal some of my
No,
money.
sir,
And I'm
I
not
did
trying
not.
to put any allegations on him. I'm not trying to say anything. I'm not using my words like to try to hurt anybody. I just know what I know. And then I don't even like the fact, but I know you guys have like special protocol. I don't even like the fact that he just tried to steal and nobody like stood up for him. You feel what I'm saying? Like nobody was like, okay.
Nobody saw anything
But I
that you were
seen
saying,
everything.
but nobody saw anything that you said.
I
you
appreciate
saw,
it, Mr.
okay?
Morris. You his sergeant.
Yes.
Yes, he is my sergeant.
You know, sir, I have 20/20 and I can read. I remember when you called him out. I could tell you everything he said to you. Perfect timing. This was perfect. Perfect that you called me out this time because you didn't know the protocol to how a federal warrant was supposed to be taken care of. Correct and incorrect?
That's correct. That's the reason why I called him out to
But
ask.
you just separate. Whoa, so what was the purpose of you separating my money while you gave her money, while you just watched her count my money out in full? Because you just wasted you wasted an evidence folder. Because now she has to rewrite a totally different number. So if I would have agreed to the number that I didn't know when she asked me, then I would have been like ridiculed or seen as a liar or something. That's why I didn't answer your question, ma'am, because I said that I had just went to Wendy's. I believe that's my receipt. I only ordered a 10-piece nugget and I ordered like a fry and something to drink, so I didn't know the actual amount of the money. All I know is when my girlfriend got off work at 5 o'clock, I was supposed to give her that money for the rest of the bills and she was going to get her car back. I was in a car this week. That's why I wasn't in my own car, ma'am. That was my girlfriend's car, Diamond Alexander. That's why when when you initially pulled me over, and y'all probably have my phones, you can see the call record. I called her at like 4 or something to let her know, babe, I'm being pulled over in your car.
All right, we're gonna fast forward, but so some of y'all see, they had his back. Like, he ain't take no money. He wouldn't do that. We don't do that around here. That's not how we get down. We can search him. You can look. You can see. I'm looking right now. I can see his hands. Ain't no money in the door. Remember the black officer? Ain't no money in the door. You ain't even looked. How you know ain't no money in the door? You ain't looked. You just vouching for old boy. You just vouching for him based on nothing. And I would have, if the black officer would have been like, here, let me open up the door and let's look. No, the sergeant had to come out, and the sergeant was the one who had to be like, and he was saying it like to make dude look like an idiot. Like, here, come over here and look yourself. Do you see anything in there? And then dude like, yeah, that's my shit right there. Yeah, I see it. And now dude, I don't know what you're talking about. So, yeah. But we gonna fast forward a little bit. They go ahead and they book him in, do what they gotta do. And then after that,
Okay.
Do you mind putting it in my evidence file? Can I get like y'all names wrote down?
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. So like this is what's going to happen, all right? We have people coming in. Obviously, they have to talk to you, all right? So, I want to hold on to your weapon right quick, okay?
Yep. Go ahead. Just take the whole holster off. It's one of them.
QRS.
I got it.
Sergeant Burke and one of his detectives will come and speak to you, all right? So, just chill out, relax. Do you need anything?
No, I just want to apologize to everyone. I say, man, one of these things, dude. And I'm sorry.
I hear, brother. Anything?
Now look at this. See, and this is the part, I was mad about him taking the money. But this is the part that burned me up. Now y'all know that he just stole almost $1,000 from somebody. Y'all know this at this point. Really, there's no question about it. At this point, they know. But look at how they reacting to him. Like, they reacting to him like they're apologizing for having to take his weapon and knowing he gonna get in trouble. It's like, I'm sorry that you got to get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude want to hug him. You can tell that dude, the dude standing right there up above him, the sergeant, he want to go give him a hug. And I'm sorry. Bro, you just try to steal somebody money. You ain't hemmed up, cuffed up, on the ground. None of that kind of stuff. This is the most polite, almost arrest that you gonna see, because it's another cop. What would they do to me? What would they do to me? If somebody busts me stealing $1,000 and they catch me red-handed with the money, are they gonna be like, well, we're gonna have somebody come and talk to you, why don't you just relax a while? Do you need anything? Anything I can get for you? Are you comfortable? You know, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have. I'm sorry. Oh no, it's okay. Just relax for a minute. Are we just gonna? This is the stuff that bothers me. This is the stuff that bothers me. Do want to hug him. Do want to give him a hug. Go back a little bit.
Sergeant Burke and one of his detectives will come and speak to you, all right? So, just chill out, relax. Do you need anything?
No,
Do you need it?
I just want to apologize to everyone. I say, man, one of these things, dude. And I'm sorry.
I hear, brother. Anything to drink or anything, man?
No.
Alright.
Just want to say I'm sorry.
I got you, brother. Well, we're gonna walk out of here and
close the door, okay, until they get here, okay, buddy? All right. Let me know if you need anything, all right?
I'm good, Sarge. I appreciate it.
So that's the video that I wanted to show y'all. As y'all know, that bothers me almost to no end. Hold on, I'm trying to get my thing right over here. Yeah, that's the video. It bothered. You should be. You should be on the ground in cuffs. See, that's those special rights that cops get. Oh, you break the law as a cop? Can I get you something to drink? You need anything? Maybe take off your shoes. I'll massage your feet while we wait for the internal affairs people to come. Now I don't know the full update. I know he quit the next day. He quit. Yes, he was allowed to resign. And there's something to resigning as opposed to being fired. Like I don't know of all of the details in terms of, because I think it varies from police force to police force, cities and states, and everybody had their own different rules. But some of it is, if you, in some places, if you get fired basically for cause, you might mess up your pension. So instead of doing that, they'll let you resign so that you can keep your pension and all your little benefits and stuff. I know he was arrested, but I don't remember the full update. Oh, let me see if I can find the full update. Hold on, I'm looking. He was charged with 1 count of embezzlement. He resigned the day after the incident, and the criminal case was still pending. Let me see if I can find another update. Okay. He was placed on 2 years probation. And basically that's it. He was given 2 years probation. That was the whole punishment. He resigned and got 2 years probation. CK. Oh, CK hung up. So yeah, that was the whole punishment. And again, look, I believe if you're a police officer, you should get more. You should get double of what somebody else would get. He was charged with embezzlement. And again, I'm not a lawyer. I don't pretend to be a lawyer. I don't know all the laws and all that kind of stuff. But there are tiers when you stealing stuff. I don't know exactly where those tiers fall in North Carolina. But you steal this, it's little, and then you get up to a point and, it's a felony, this and this, all of that kind of stuff. If I steal $1,000, $900 from you, they're not giving me no slight embezzlement fee. I mean, charge. Now, I might get probation if it's my first time. I might get probation. But this is a law enforcement officer stealing money from a guy who he's arresting. Lying about it to the... It's just... CK.
Hey, how you doing there, brother?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Hey, man, that was excellent. I apologize. My supervisor called right when I called you, sir.
That's all right.
So you know what happened. You know what happened, but I respect your professionalism. And thank you for showing that video. Were you just privy to that, or you've been watching it?
Oh, no, I seen this basically, I'm going to say probably right after it happened. The people who be on top of this stuff be on top of it, and I watch these videos on a regular basis.
Yes, I was thoroughly educated by this, and okay, as a fellow thief, this is one you can't pull the trigger on this. You know, let's go with in the thief's world.
All
okay,
right.
I would have told my partner, look, brother, I was gonna get him, but he was on top of it. Hey, Mac, he was on top of it. We can't get this guy. This is a guy you got. Let's back up off of this, because we might get caught up trying to steal his money. You see what I mean? You gotta read the room, Livingston. You can't take every shot, man. Sometimes you got to listen. Even if you're a thief, you can't steal from everybody. Everybody ain't going. See, they thought he was a drug dealer. Big mistake, Livingston. Big mistake. That's what they thought. They thought that this was an easy grab, easy money grab. What did he take? About 800? How much?
They say he took 900.
Yeah, he just wanted to pay the rent. Yeah, I was just taking a little rent money, and he was gonna joke about with it. But like I said, I would have made the joke with you, Livingston. Like, man, I was gonna get his ass, but hey, that dude was only too much, Livingston. I was gonna take his money, but this guy, he knew too much. That's how you play it, right? That's how you don't get caught.
Well, no, I mean, at the point where he got caught, it wasn't no coming back for it. Again, only because, and remember in the video where dude was like, you know, y'all body cameras ain't even on. And old girl was like, well, my body camera is on. And then very shortly thereafter, somebody else turned on their body. I don't believe their body cameras were actually on. Her body camera was on, but nobody else's body camera was on. And had he not been so insistent, number one, that he took my money, and number two, somebody need to have a body camera on. Even if they would have found that little money, I say little money, $900 ain't no little money, but even if they would have gone through it and found that money, they'd have just put it in the envelope like, okay, it's cool. You got your money now. What you complaining about?
That's how you do it right there. That's how I would have played it right there. Even if I took it, you got to return it. Like, okay, no gain, no pain. Yep, that's how you do it. Yep. So make sure that when you caught, listen, the way he started off, that's a guy you can't steal from. He has good security just with his brain, right? He protected himself well. Will you agree?
He did.
That's how you do it. You are in total control. They tried to take some rent money from you. That's 1 month rent, $900. You see what I'm saying? $900. Just put $25 with it. You got the whole rent paid. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, auntie gonna let you borrow $25, but you stole $900 to pay your rent from a innocent civilian. You got to remember that. You stealing from his money. See, that's the envious of people having cash. What are you walking around with all that money for, man? Why you got $8,000 like it? You see what I'm saying? All in your personal business. So the jealousy makes me steal. See, that's what did. That's what happened. He was envious of that black man. His brother shouldn't be having that money. He must sell dope. What's that called? What's the word? He characterized it, generalized it.
You know what? I'm going to be honest. I'm not even sure if that's necessarily the case.
Okay.
But, you know what I'm saying, you walk in with a big thing of $10,000 cash, And people, you know, who might have that kind of mindset. Look, I've heard a lot of stories from a lot of people. Police took my money. Police, you know, I had this much money, and when they gave it back to me, it was only this much money. Police hit me, because, you know, I know a person or two who has, you know, dabbled in peddling poison to our people. And they'll, you know, they come up, he didn't even arrest me. He just took the money out of my pocket, you know. He let me go, whatever. So it sounds to me like this is a common practice among law enforcement. And, you know, now they have the other thing, even though you have to, you can't get it like you want to get it, but where they do fund forfeiture. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but you know, they legally now take your money almost based on nothing. So you got $10,000 in cash. They can say, oh, we suspect this is drug money, and so you forfeit that money. And it'll probably cost you more money to get your money back than you had. So a lot of people just be like, they got that money and ain't nothing I can do about it.
But Livingston, this is the great reason to be a police officer. It's not about the financial winnings in the crime field. It's like you're a criminal, but you're a super criminal because you're protected by the law. That's where you know what I mean. So you robbing the drug dealers. How the hell you rob us? Gonna rob the robber. See, that's what I am. And then you got a snitch, a blue code of silence. They code of silence is better than the streets. Livingston.
It really is. It really is.
Yeah. Oh my God, it is. Tell them, Livingston. It really is.
I mean, the cops that was in there, like, they wanted to cry because he got caught. Like, for me, if it's me and you are putting, because they are putting, one of the things that I hear people say a lot of times in these videos is the worst thing, the most dangerous thing for police officers is bad police officers. It's bad police officers that get good police officers hurt and killed. Bad police officers make people not trust police officers. And if I'm a police officer and I find out you stealing, you giving me a bad name, because we all wear the same uniform. You know what I'm saying? So you do bad, it reflects on all of us. And I'm not going to sit there and be ready to cry. I'm going to be happy like, yeah, we got your ass. You know what I'm saying? You disrespecting the badge. As a matter of fact, here, take off your gun. Take off that badge, too. You don't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? But they sitting there about to cry. You need something? If you need something, please just let me know.
Would you like any Starbucks, sir? Would you like any strawberry Star Crust Whipped Cream? I seen that, Livingston, and I felt like you. What he did is like if you invited me and the wife to your house for dinner and I steal some silverware or something. You like, what kind of piece of garbage trash are you? You know, it was worse than that. It's actually worse than me stealing out of your house after being invited for dinner, right?
Well, I don't know. I've never had somebody steal $900 from me while arresting me. I have invited someone over for dinner and they stole from me. And that is infuriating.
It's what?
It's infuriating.
Violence. That's when you wake up to violence. Did it get violent, or did you work past
No,
violence?
I didn't find out that the stuff was stolen until later. Like it's gonna sound trivial, but it don't matter because it's my stuff. It was a family gathering. It wasn't my side of the family. So it was a family gathering, and you know, some of my ex-wife's family was there. And, you know, everything went great. Everybody had a good time and whatever. Everybody goes home. And then I don't know if it was later that night or the next day, I went to play some video games. All my video games was gone.
Oh, my God.
All my video games were gone. And I'm like, oh, where's my video games? Where's my games? Oh, you must have misplaced them. No, ain't no misplacing them. No. This is where they live. Where's my games? Yeah. And then come to find out somebody stole them, and everybody knew. And that was the thing. Everybody knew that somebody stole
Who it
them.
was.
Nobody would tell me who the person was who stole them. But everybody knew that they had stolen them and, turned them in to like GameStop and got that money. It wasn't no more family gatherings at my house.
Right.
But, yeah.
Yeah, that. Oh man, that's horrible. Yeah, I feel that's violation. So you never found out who the individual was.
I
You just
never
know it was
found out
stolen.
who the individual was. But I was,
That's-
for real,
yeah,
I
that's
was told, yes, they took them, and yes, they were taken to GameStop to sell them, and they got that money, and that just is what it is.
Well, to go through such extremes, it sounds like drugs are involved. For you to do something like that, you must have a problem with drugs. If you're stealing from the house that gave you food, the family house that gave you food, you like you said, you better off asking. Just ask Livingston for the money that you're gonna steal, that you're gonna get from stealing this video.
Yeah, they
Now,
would have
you
been
might
better
get a
off
video
doing
like
that. I know no family was allowed over at the house no more. That I know.
Yeah, hey, thank you for being an asshole. 'Cause like you said, y'all ain't coming back over here. Not never. This how you treat me? I invite you into my kingdom, Livingston, and this is how you treat me? You take my fucking Sega Genesis shit? You know what I mean? What is it, PlayStation 2? What is it?
Nah, this was
PlayStation
back
5? What is
Nintendo.
it?
This was a long time ago. This was Nintendo 64 days. So yeah, they took
That's good.
They took all my Nintendo 64 games. How you gonna take Mario 64? You know what I'm saying? That's a game where you got a
Right.
quest. I done got all of these stars and figured out all of these, and I can't even finish. So I had to go buy a brand new Mario 64 game and start over. Again, looking back on it, it don't sound like that big of a deal. Like, okay, you had to go buy some new games, but somebody stole my games.
It is a big deal. I'm saying, okay, if y'all was teenagers, that's the only way we would write it off. If it was your girlfriend and her cousin came over and did, yeah, but grown and married, you talk about ex-wife, hell no. Just imagine, that's just that. That's what they could. They would have really hurt you if they could have got their hands on what they want, something more valuable. You know what I mean? That's just what they could get to. So that's what I'm saying. You knowing who you're learning who not to have in your house.
Yep.
Like, thanks for taking that cheap shit. You see what I'm saying? Because they could have hit you where it hurt. At least you was able to, get you another, But yeah, man, you're right about that. Thanks for showing that video, man, because they showing you how they do it, man. But I'm telling you, that's the benefit of being a police officer. You're just a super criminal with protection, and their street code is followed. See, that's the thing. When you a street gangster, if you be a criminal, you might as well be a police officer. Because if you a gangster, ain't no street codes being followed. But at least if you join the NYPD, them motherfuckers know how to follow their street codes. The blue code of silence. You can join the Bloods, them old fruit booties or GDs and all them, they snitch on each other every day because they don't have they don't follow the code. So they fake. So you might as well, if you're going to join a gang, join like the military, the police officers, people that do what I say about it. That the citizens, you see the citizen had to bust them himself, not the cops. The citizen, the African American, did his thing, sir. You know what I mean? And you see how,
I'm not sure.
yes, sir?
Nothing. I'm not sure if
Oh,
I
yeah.
know what you mean. I'm not sure.
No, but did you hear, was you on there early? Did you hear my debate with Wyatt early, Randall Wyatt?
No.
About, Mike Tomlin?
I only saw a few minutes of Wyatt, and then I got a call, and then when I turned back on, Twin was on, and the whole thing shut down.
I was just debating with him that Mike Tomlin is the greatest coach to ever walk the earth in the NFL. He has the best accolades ever. Undefeated. I mean, not undefeated, but no losing records in over double digits over a decade. That's unprecedented.
Well, I'm not sure. Again, I don't follow the NFL. I haven't, since Colin Kaepernick. So, I might be way. But didn't Bill Belichick win like a whole lot of Super Bowls?
Yes, but the losses, sir.
But
This
I
guy
mean,
has
ain't the
never
point?
lost.
Ain't the point
got
to
7.
win the big one?
Oh yes, but once you're caught cheating, sir, your integrity, your whole career is put into question. So I think that's how he trumps the Belichick guy. It would be because if he didn't have any felonies against him, any allegations, then okay, but you pop dirty, but hey, your whole resume goes in question. So I think Belichick is thrown out. That would be his logical explanation, and that's a good comparison. But look who he's getting compared to, the GOAT. So that means he's right there.
Well, no. I'm not necessarily saying you're comparing him to that, but I'm saying you said he got the most accolades, and I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't think that's necessarily true. A whole lot of Super Bowls is a lot of accolades. Who was the coach of the San Francisco 49ers back in the day when Joe Montana was playing? Was it George Seifert?
Bill Walsh.
Bill Walsh.
And then George Seifert. Yep.
Yeah, Bill Walsh got
yes,
a number of Super Bowls too. You know, to say he the most accolades and all that kind of stuff, that might be pushing it a little bit. But I don't know that one can argue he's not a good coach if he's never had a losing season.
Yeah, and then that's what I'm saying. Look at the guy. He's so great, he's getting compared to the greats. That's what makes him the greatest. You see, that's all I'm saying. If Bill Walsh getting compared to Tomlin and Belichick, them guys are so good, you got to put them against, like, only one you can compare them to is LeBron, Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas. See, they all goats. If you say CK is good as Clyde Drexler, well, it's tears. That means you have made it. Dr. J, if you get compared to Dr. J, you were great.
Okay.
What are you? Hey, just like Livingston, they said, hey, it's either between Livingston and or Tom Joyner. You're like, shit, you compare him with shit, I'll take it. It don't matter if you're right behind him or right over him, right?
Well,
or would you care?
I don't know about that, but I understand what you're saying.
Yes, sir. Hey, much love to the family, man. Keep talking to the people about this, you know what I mean? This corruption cops, CC, corruption cops. Yes, sir.
All right, CK. I appreciate your call. All right, that was CK. Yeah, I wasn't gonna even. He said fruit booty, and I just let it go because I didn't want to get into that whole conversation and what are you talking. I just didn't want to. Yeah. Twin. Hello?
Excuse me. My bad.
Hello?
You hear me?
I can hear you.
I was locking that door thing. What's up, E-Man?
How you doing, sir?
Feeling sick, I know that. You all right, E-Man?
You said you what?
I was feeling sick.
Sick in what way?
Man, I feel like I'm having a cold or something.
Oh.
I gotta give me some Vicks or something. What's up with you, E-Man?
Vicks don't take care of nothing. Nothing's up with me.
No, I'm gonna get. I don't too much like that Robitussin and all that other crazy NyQuil stuff. I don't too much like Vicks.
What you gonna do with the what Vicks are you getting?
That for chest rub in your nose and everything, go up under your nose, open my.
But that don't.
Sinus up.
Yeah, that don't. But that don't take care of a cold. It just helps you.
Man, it will, man.
Huh?
It will. I do it all the time. Put on a hoodie. I got a heated blanket.
So you saying you just gonna sweat it out? Is what you saying?
Yeah, I don't too much take medicine like that.
Look, I feel you on that. I'm the same way. I don't use a whole lot of Vicks or nothing, but I feel you on that. Let me just get under the cover and sweat and shiver it out and give me a few days. Yeah. I'll be good.
Yeah. You, man, you gang. First of all, I gotta keep my tone, man. You say you got the federales listening, and then feel like you can hear yourself twice and stuff, and you're on your podcast. I don't know why it's that.
I've never said I got no federales listening.
I ain't know you did. You said it a little while ago. You got police friends listening and all that. You don't remember you just said it?
No, I said I have
Yes.
some of my best friends are police. I didn't say they sitting there
Yeah,
listening
you
to
said
the show.
earlier. You said they was listening. I heard what you said.
You
Because I
you
commented
must have
on it, but I'm
misheard.
gonna fall back on my language and everything. I see. What's up with you though, E-Man? You said you got a Nintendo 64 stove.
I had some of my games stolen. Yes,
Big man, you sound like, what, you what, 12 or 13 or something?
I was a grown man with kids and everything.
Hey, I thought you was gonna say they took my son or daughter or granddaughter PlayStation or something, Nintendo. I
No,
thought
bro,
you
they
was
stole my games. Like, it don't
Now,
matter
first-
if they would have stole my change out the ashtray. That's still mine.
I understand all that, but I thought you was gonna say your grandkids. I mean, it is what it is, you know.
Hold on, don't try to game shame me. All right. Every once in a while, I play video games.
I understand.
I don't do it enough to be good at it. I do it enough. I do it when I want to sit back, relax, and have a little fun playing a video game. Don't try to game shame me.
I was thinking you was gonna say wrestling too.
Huh?
I said I thought you was gonna say they took your wrestling men's too, or something like that, a championship belt. Thought you was gonna finish out with that. But,
If I had wrestling men or a championship belt and they had taken it, I would have been equally upset.
you ain't had no WWE wrestling game,
No,
but you're a wrestling freak though.
I'm not a freak at all.
I'm saying you always talking about wrestling.
I like wrestling.
I just thought you probably had like a WWE game. Like I like football and basketball. When I do get on the PlayStation 5, I'll, play, Madden, 2K. But I barely play it though.
Well, you always talking about thugging and gang banging, so you got Grand Theft Auto?
You say what now?
You got Grand Theft Auto?
I can't never pass that game. Yeah, I got Grand Theft Auto. I can't never pass.
I figured so that you just negated my whole point. Maybe I should have WWE games, but I'm not shocked that you play Grand Theft Auto.
I mean, I play it every night when I want to. I don't really got time to play no game, man. I play it every blue moon. Yeah, of course I got Grand Theft Auto.
Okay, not shocked.
What you trying to say?
You always, just like you said, I'm always talking about wrestling, so you would imagine I would have a WWE game. You always talking about ganging and thugging and all of that kind of
I
stuff.
don't never talk about ganging and thugging. Go ahead.
Yes, you do.
Emmanuel.
You talk about it all the time.
Emmanuel, I'm about to, yeah, you right.
I'm not saying that you say that you still do it, but you talk about it.
Emmanuel,
Yes.
that's a good thing. It's a good thing you had a body cam. Dude had the doodle face, though, that police officer. Dang on well. When I seen it, though, man, I'm like, man, he got that money. I ain't got that money, man. Man, you got the money. Come on, man. They had the money. It was crazy, though. Was they suspended him, you said?
No, he was arrested and he resigned, and then he took what they call an Alford plea, and I don't know all the details of that. So he got, I think, was it 2 years of probation.
No, well, yeah, but I had cut it off after they got him his sergeant got him in the room, was talking to him. He looked at dumb face like, man, I'm guilty and everything. But back then, though, thank God for them body cam. But back then, though, man, they could get away with it, though.
Yep.
And everything back then, thank God for them body cams or whatever. But,
Did any cops ever take your money?
I can't say that because you got polices on it. Like I want to say something.
You don't have to put S on the end of police for it to be plural. So it's just that you got police.
Man, you say you got friends on here.
But
so
even if I do, you're not doing it anymore, and you're talking about the past. So there's nothing they can do to you to say, somebody took your money. I'm just asking, did it ever happen to you that law enforcement just robbed you?
Man, no, I don't know.
Hello?
Yeah, I heard you, man. No,
You okay?
they called my name. I'm trying to hide. They
Oh.
put you don't too much want to talk about it 'cause I be getting mad about it though. But it was a situation similar to that though.
So you could just say, yeah, they robbed me. That would be it.
No, man, I don't want to, get into it, but it went down something similar to that. But let me tell you this: you talking about some good cops and all that bad cops? I know too many, that it happened to. They used to get down and everything. And if you go back to '98, the middle of '98 or something like that, it was all across the board, all across the news and everything. They got shut up. They got caught up doing stuff like that. Police officers, how they used to get out and put cases on people. So, yeah, I don't too much want to go into it, but that's how they got out back in the day when I was growing up, man.
Okay.
So, right now, thank God for some damn body cam. I can't say what I want to say. Calling me and, ask down the code. I can't say too much about it, man.
Well, go do what you got. I don't want you to lose that job, bro. People need their milk.
Ain't in the milk, man. I'm doing something else, man. Trying to figure why this stuff ain't moving. And everything. What else you got to talk
Hold on.
about?
They moved you out of the milk department?
I'm all over, man. I'm like a coordinator.
Oh, you got like a promotion.
No. I'm still a clerk. What you want? What she want?
She wants some milk.
No, I ain't got nothing.
She want
No, so?
milk, nigga. She want milk.
No, man. She call me on petty stuff, goof. I'm gonna holler at you, man. Anything else you was talking about?
No, nothing else.
No, you be safe, man. You and your peace, man.
You do the same. I hope you feel better.
All right.
All right.
So, you saying what?
Milk, nigga. She said milk. That's. She said she want that milk. Put that milk out. I'm just giving him a hard time. I thought he said no. I ain't in the milk department no more. Now I'm like a crew leader or something like that. That sounds like a promotion to me. You wasn't just in charge of milk. Now you in charge of people. That sounds like a promotion. But, I don't know how Kroger operate. I don't work at Kroger. I've never worked at Kroger, so I can't really say how they operate. Maybe that's a lateral move. You in charge of milk today. Tomorrow, you in charge of everybody. The next day, you back to milk. But it ain't no difference. I don't know. Yeah, he said he a coordinator, but he's still a clerk. That's 2 jobs. You a clerk? Just be a clerk. That companies do that nowadays. They do be giving people multiple jobs with the same pay. 1 job. And, try to make you feel good about it because now you got a title. And I'll be like, forget your title. Give me some money. You can keep the title. You gonna give me some more responsibility. You gonna give me some more money. I don't need to just call me that dude that do whatever it is I do. Just call me that. That's that dude that stocked the milk. Like, okay, this is how much we pay. That's that dude that stocked the whole dairy section. That's fine. Pay me some more money. That's the coordinator. I don't care about that. That's that dude that used to stock milk. He make more money now. Jobs be doing that. Y'all know jobs be doing that. Well, I know, CK, that we just had you frying chicken, but now we need you to work the register and fry the chicken. What? Yeah, I need you to work the register and fry the chicken. We gonna call you the chicken coordinator. See, now you the chicken coordinator. You're not just a cook. You the chicken coordinator. So I gotta fry the chicken and work the register. Yeah. It's a new title. How much money I make? Oh, you make the same amount of money. Same amount of money. But you got more responsibilities. We believe in you. We trust you. Oh, I did the thumbs up. Oh, I didn't do it long enough for the things. Yeah, nah, I ain't with that. But I can see Kroger doing that. Because remember, they want y'all to work for them. And y'all be lining up to work for Kroger. Oh, it's faster. I just do that. It's faster. Please. Now, look, I can't lie. One day, I was in a super rush, and I had, I think, one item, and wasn't nobody in the self-checkout, and it was an older lady who had just gone old school grocery shopping. It's different than the new school grocery shopping. New school grocery shopping, how long do y'all shop for when you go grocery shopping? You shop for like the next 2-3 days, maybe. This is what I'm gonna eat the next 2-3 days, and you know, I'll come back another time. I remember back in the day when my mama used to go grocery shopping, she went old school grocery shopping. But she didn't have to go grocery shopping, but what? Once every couple weeks. We have 2 carts, rolling them out. She done bought everything. So, you can freeze the meat. You know what I'm saying? Just thaw that out when it's time to cook it. We going grocery shopping like maybe twice a month. Maybe twice a month. So yeah, this lady had gone old school grocery shopping. And she was in there with a full cart, you know, rounded at the top with items. And I was like, okay, do I wait behind her? Because she probably gonna write a check. Do I wait behind her? Or do I go ahead and take this one item to the self-checkout? If I hadn't have been in like a super rush, I'd still waited behind her. I do not like working for it ain't just Kroger. It's everybody now. You know, you got Walmart. Target. Does Target, I don't think Target has a self-checkout. But like Meijer, Kroger, Sam's Club. Sam's Club got a self-checkout. I'm not working for y'all. I refuse to do it. Well, except for on a very rare occasion that, you know, if it's for me, man, I will wait. Okay, a couple people saying Target does have self-checkout lanes. Okay, I stand corrected. I never paid enough attention because I'm not going to wait in a self-checkout at Target. I don't typically wait in self-checkout at all. How are they disguised? Because I've never really, again, maybe it's just I'm not paying attention because I know I'm not getting in them. I don't go to Target much anyway. But when I go, I know I'm not doing no self-checkout. I don't work for you. Give me an employee discount. I'll do self-checkout. 3%. Give me 3%. Self-checkout discount, 3%. I got you. I know 3% ain't a lot, but I remember I worked at Biggs for a minute. And I remember at that time, I believe we got a little discount. It was, I don't remember what it was though, but it was small, but it was a discount. Myosa say the Target and Oakley self-checkout line be halfway to the back of the store. People be waiting in line like crazy. And I'm like, y'all are waiting to work for free. Y'all waiting to work for free. I will stand behind people. Like, you know, like I said, last time that I went up to the Kroger in Clifton, I was behind these people. And why do I always get behind the people that don't know what they doing, or that's, you know, doing some stuff that they not used to doing, or don't have the appropriate funds on their one card, so they got to do it, and then try to keep track of how much they spending so that they can put it on the first card, and then say, okay, do the rest of it, and then that be over on the second. That almost every time I go to the grocery store, I don't do a lot of grocery shopping, you know, Mrs. Livingston's usually, but almost every time I go to the grocery store, and it happened that last time up in Clifton. Remember I told y'all about the girls that was talking real loud about their personal business, and the dude that called the other dude honey. It was two people. It was a white guy and a really light-skinned brother. And they was checking out, and they had a lot of grocery, which is fine with me. I don't care. I'll wait. And so dude checking them out, and then they like, and I don't know what, I'm assuming it was an EBT card. It could have been some other kind of card. And he like, okay, I only got this much on this card. And then dude went over, and then so dude had to take something off, and then he swiped that card, and then he like, okay, but now that card didn't take care of this much money. So then dude had to pull out a debit card to try to take care of the balance that the EBT card didn't do, and then the debit card declined. And then, so he had to figure out, they had the stuff that was on that card had to come off, and then he was calling somebody to tell them to put more money on the debit card because they was going to wait for that. And then they did the other thing, and then the EBT didn't go through, and then they had to call somebody else. And we standing there, because it wasn't just me, we standing there like, oh my God. Oh my God. What in the world? What is happening? Why are we going through this? And eventually the dude that was at the checkout told them, look, he did something. He called a manager, and he did something, and he was like, okay, I got the receipt. They bagged everything up. They couldn't leave. He said, y'all stand over there, and then we gonna check these people out. And they went and got back in line. He kept telling them, you don't have to get back in line. I got the receipt. So I don't know if he just scans that and it tells them exactly how much stuff they had and, you know, what the prices was and all that kind of stuff. But they wasn't listening, and they wasn't paying attention. And I was upset because, I shouldn't be upset. And it's something I'm working on, because I feel like I'm being elitist when I'm upset by stuff like this. But they was buying stuff that I wouldn't buy. Like, you know, and I'm not a sushi guy. I'm not a sushi guy. But I just kind of feel like if you use an EBT card, you don't get to eat sushi. You know what I'm saying? You got to eat what regular people eat. And they had a whole lot of specialty items that they was getting. They had a lot of little specialty items. And I was like, that's kind of expensive. Like, they could have just got, you know, why are these dudes getting... I remember the sushi, because they dropped one of the sushi things and then sat it on top of the candy. And I was like, why are you sitting on top of the candy? Like, y'all so... But yeah, Jax, is how you know it was an EBT card, sir. I'm saying, I said earlier, I'm not 100% sure it was an EBT card. But it was some sort of a benefits card. So, and I don't know. Again, I'm trying to work on that because I feel like I'm being elitist. I'm not acting like a hater. I'm trying to be honest about it. Like, I'm being straightforward about it. But if you can't afford food to the point that somebody got to help you get food, why are you paying $25 for what was it, like 6 maybe little rolls of sushi. Like, nigga, you can't afford food. You can take that $25 and get some other stuff. You can't afford food. Why are you buying? And they didn't have just one of them. I think they had like 3. Well, I guess technically they had 4 because they dropped one. You paying $100 in sushi and then worried about whether or not your card gonna decline? Okay, take that off. What are you doing here? What are you doing? So I don't know. I'm working on it. But as it stands right now, it's how I feel, and I'm trying to work on it. Brent.
Yeah, maybe that man got tired of eating canned sardines and tuna and salmon. Let him live a little bit with a little sushi.
You got 4 containers of sushi. Like, it was like $100 in sushi. And now you worried about if you gonna have enough money on your card to pay for it, and you don't have enough money in the debit card. So now, like, put the sushi back, and you might be good.
Now, you could have went ahead and swiped and said, man, get on up out of here.
Yeah, no. I've done that before, but not for that. If I see a person that, again, it's my judgment. If I feel like you being responsible, but you coming up a little short, I'm like, I got you. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, or you could have been real gangster with it and swiped it and then pushed his card out to your car. And I paid for it. It's mine. Oh, man. But, yeah. But I didn't have much to talk to today, but there were a couple of things that are actually interrelated. And, yes, LaDonna, this is a makeshift wrestling report.
Oh. I didn't see that coming.
Have you heard of this black-owned wrestling company called Ashe Wrestling?
I haven't.
ASE with the accent mark over top of it.
Haven't heard of it.
It's based out of Charlotte, I think it is. But I saw I think it was their second YouTube episode where you have D'Lo Brown on commentary.
Okay.
And for it to be in, I don't even know what type of an arena it is. It almost looks like a small, like, local college basketball arena because they had, sections. I saw like 101 section and everything. But the production value or quality was actually pretty good. They had vignettes and music and the whole 9 yards. And I don't know if you remember in the main event, do you remember Jonathan Gresham? I think he was known as the Octopus in ROH. Short guy, but he was, more of a technical wrestler.
No, I never really watched Ring of Honor.
Okay, well, you remember Black Machismo?
Yes.
Jay Lethal. That was his tag team partner when they won the tag team belts over in ROH. But he is a shorter guy. He may be 5'2", so he's, nowhere in the world he's gonna go up to, WWE or he was in AEW for a while until they jobbed him out to Claudio Castagnoli, also known as Cesaro. But it was pretty good. And actually on February 1st, they're supposed to be partnering with 2 other independent black promotions up in Indy for a, like a combination show, which is, I thought that's pretty cool.
Okay.
Whereas, I didn't know they had 1, let alone 3 independent black wrestling companies. But yeah, so you might want to check that out on YouTube. If you need, I can shoot. I'm gonna put the link. I'm the moderator for the Friends of Cincinnati group. I'm putting the link in the Friends page since I talked about it.
All right, I'll check it out.
That's where the link. That's where the link would be. But also to tie into that, you're talking about the wrestling. Well, you're not the wrestling games, but your games getting stolen. Mm-hmm. And so you had a Sega Genesis.
No,
right?
I mean I did, but that's not the games that got stolen. Nintendo 64.
Mm-hmm. on Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
So did you have an NES?
No, I never had an NES.
The original. Okay. Well, my cousins, they had the NES. So Mama wasn't paying all that money for that game system. You know, there's too many of us. But one of the favorite games on the NES was Contra. Was number one. Especially once we had the up down, left right. I can't remember the sequence to get 50 men. Oh, that game was big time fun. And whenever we would get to the waterfall stage, me and my cousins, we was always trying to kill each other. It was like, if you don't keep up, oh well, you just gonna be dying every time you jump onto the screen because we not stopping for you. But of course, the pro wrestling game, you know, where they had knockoffs of goodness, everyone from Ric Flair to well, they even had I can't even think of the lizard dude, where he would bite you in the head, and he would reach for an object and scratch you. It was like he was like scratching dandruff in your head, and then turn around to the referee and hold up his hand. It's like, I ain't got nothing in my hand. But
I've never bought a wrestling game ever.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because my all-time favorite NES wrestling game was actually WCW versus the World. This was during the whole NWO. No, it was right before the NWO days, but you did have the Crow Sting. Well, no, I guess that was NWO days. But what they did, they went and got a Japanese wrestling game, and then they just brought it over to the States. But it was pretty good play that was in there. And I think I didn't actually buy that, my wife. And that's why I knew she loved me. When she bought me a wrestling game, I knew she really loved me because she doesn't like wrestling, can't stand it. You're only able to force her to watch one pay-per-view a year, and that is the Royal Rumble, but that's where we pick numbers and get points for wrestlers getting thrown over the top rope or new guys coming back. So that's the only one I can get her to watch. She won't watch anything else. But two other games, Bases Loaded. You know, loved baseball growing up, so that was the Jaleco, I think was the name of it. And then Double Dribble, which I enjoyed it unless I was playing my oldest cousin because I couldn't even get the ball past half court. And every time I get it, I make one pass, he steals it, goes for that stinking corner three. And he's hitting it all day long, and I'm getting there getting frustrated. And then he allows me to come back, and that's just even more frustrating. I'm like, man, I ain't playing this no more. You know, if you're gonna beat me, but don't be giving me none. I got to work on, you know, upping my game. But eventually, I just gave up.
Yes.
I said, yeah, y'all go ahead and have fun. If y'all want to play baseball, I got you. Or Contra, yeah, but Double Dribble, no. Y'all jokers, you know, the game. That's when the game be cheating.
They do be cheating sometimes, yeah.
Yes, it does. But yeah, I'll let that man enjoy that sushi. Let him enjoy it. But hey, you have a great weekend. And goodness, first hockey game is coming up here soon, so I gotta shut down this computer and get on over here, and hopefully they will win.
All right. Well, good luck, and you have a great weekend as well.
All right, you too.
All right. All right. Yeah, again, I was never really good at video games. I like to play them, but I like to play against the computer because I'm just playing for fun. And when you play against people who they know all the secret codes and all the things that you can and you can't do, like I just stopped playing Madden against people. I just stopped. I was playing against somebody, I don't remember who it was. It was like a brother-in-law or something. And I look up and it's still the first quarter and they up like 77-0. And I'm like, why am I even playing? Why am I even playing? This is an impossible score. How are they this damn good? Like, how are they this good? Like, what in the world is going on? So I play against the computer. I play against the computer. And I'm cool with it. I'm not amazing at games. Just not. But, yeah. Jason Tubbett is much better against people. Not when you're not good. Not when you're not good. Which I've never claimed to be some video game whiz. I do it for fun. Computer play is boring. Not if you're not good. And I'm telling you, when you playing against somebody who know what they doing and you just playing for fun. Like, I tried to play Mortal Kombat once, and I was playing against somebody that knew all the combinations, all of that kind of stuff. I'm just randomly hitting buttons. Just randomly hitting buttons and stuff. Hitting, punch. And he done ripped my spine out and jumped rope with it and all of that kind of stuff. And I'm like, why is that even an option in the game? Why is that even an option? What? You shouldn't be able to jump rope with somebody's spine. So yeah, I just like, okay, it's not for me. It's not for me. I'm not that good at it. So I just it's not my thing. Not my thing. Yeah, they what finished me. Yeah, I couldn't, I had to quit. So that's what I don't play games a lot. Mario 64 on Nintendo 64 was my main game. Like, I could just play that all day until I finish it. My favorite thing was the penguin, and I would always take the little baby penguin and drop him off the cliff. And the kids used to hate when I did it. Well, my son used to laugh when I did it. The daughters hated it because they thought it was mean. And if you'd have to really know Mario 64, but there's a level where there's a big blue penguin in this like little, look like a little pool out in the ice. And you get up there and you can pick up the baby. And then I figured out you can pick up the baby and carry it. And if you stand real close to the edge of, because it's on a mountain, if you stand real close to the edge of the mountain, then you can let it go, and the baby penguin fall off the cliff. And then the mama penguin get real mad and furrow her brow and start chasing you. Well, she chase you when you first pick up the baby and take it, but she only chase you for so long. And then you drop them off the edge of the cliff. And then you just run away. And me and my son would just be cracking up. And the girls would be upset. Why you do that? Why you do that? It's a game. Look, if I run back out and come back, see, the baby is back. It didn't actually die. But, somebody said something about Ice Cube and Snoop performing for Trump. Who was the girl who performed last time and basically got canceled? I can't remember. Michelle. What was her name? Y'all know, I can't remember her. And I don't know what happened. I don't know why we changed. Chrisette Michelle, thank you. Yeah, she got canceled. Like, she couldn't get gigs at all. She was whining and complaining about it. And I remember thinking, your dumb ass shouldn't have been performing for Trump. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna sit there and perform for Trump and then complain that people don't support you no more? The people who didn't support Trump, you know what I'm saying? These are the people who you want to buy your stuff. These are the people who you want to come and see you perform. You gotta keep that stuff in mind. Now, Snoop, that ain't really Snoop's. I don't know, because I'm not a hip hop guy. So maybe Snoop is still big in hip hop. But my perception of Snoop is not somebody that's relying on the black community anymore for what he does. He has taken his whatever, and he said, white people like me now. So all I have to do is be this character, and white people like me. Again, I'm not saying he's not the in thing in hip hop or whatever. I don't know how hip hop feels about Snoop, but white people love some Snoop because they feel like, I think, because they feel like we watch Snoop and somehow he's giving us a window into, black life, and he basically he lends us his cool. So I don't know if people will do the same thing with a Snoop or with a Ice Cube or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, Snoop is America's sweetheart. Janet says, wow, Chrisette Michelle is a really good singer. I'm disappointed with her. Well, yeah, that was back a long time ago. A long time ago. I think she even tried to do gospel and it didn't work out. Man, I think she tried to do gospel and it didn't work out too. Like she got canceled. And she was complaining about it. Which on one level, you can do what you want to do. You can do what you want to do. But then how you going to be mad at me for reacting to what you did? I didn't want you to perform for Trump. You performed for Trump. I don't support you no more. And what they say, read the room. Somebody told me that earlier today. You got to figure it out. You got to figure it out. What one person can get away with, everybody can't get away with. Because I remember she was saying it was a gospel singer. Is it the Intentional dude? The dude to sing Intentional. I think he performed for Trump as well, but he didn't get canceled. Well, his audience apparently didn't mind. Your audience did. So it's one of them things where you gotta weigh it. Is this check worth my entire career? So, twins say they said cancel culture definitely on the rise. Cancel culture is not on the rise. Cancel culture is what cancel culture has always been. Like, and especially these Republicans talking about cancel culture. Like, don't they remember the Dixie Chicks? They did that to the Dixie Chicks. Dixie Chicks was some country girls, some girls who sang country music. Name of their group was the Dixie Chicks, and they came out against George W. Bush, and then they just disappeared. Like they were big enough for me to know about them. You know what I'm saying? I don't, they mess with no country music. They were big when they came out against George W. Bush, and next thing you know, they disappeared. They disappeared. They got canceled. This was back in George W. Bush. So Republicans can't complain about cancel. They cancel people now. Everybody, look, you call it what you want to call it. If you do stuff that I don't support, I don't have to support you. If you do or say things that I don't like, I don't have to support you. If that's cancel culture, so be it. So be it. They canceled OJ. He was accused of murdering somebody. People didn't like that. They said, we're not supporting this guy. We're not hiring him. We're not, whatever. That's cancel culture. That's cancel culture. It ain't no bigger now than it probably has ever been. So, yeah, the people performing for Trump and all of that kind of stuff. She said you better be big enough to sustain it or, figure out a way to do it where there's no backlash. Yep, Mississippi Valley State accepted an invitation to perform at the inauguration. They go in and do what they do. If they look up and, can't get a classic, and if they do get a classic, don't nobody show up for it, then they'll be, well, why are people doing this? So, all right. There was something else that I wanted to mention, but I don't remember what it was, and I got to get out of here. It is, basically 5:30, so I got to get out of here. Yeah, I got to get out of here. Mississippi Valley State University is poorly funded. Well, maybe Trump will shoot them some extra funds. Yeah, that'll happen. He'll make sure that they're well funded. I'm watching. I mean, I'm not gonna necessarily watch the inauguration, but I'll tune in here and there and see what's going on, cause you never know. Look, I do have a concern. My concern is there might be some people who can't take a loss, and there are people who, once you put a certain attitude out in the atmosphere, stuff come back to you. Like Trump is, to my knowledge, the only person who they attempted to assassinate him a couple times, allegedly attempted to assassinate him a couple times during the campaign. But that's the energy that he puts out. So that's the energy that comes back to him, I feel like. And so because he puts out that negative energy, I'm concerned about the inauguration. So I'll keep my eye on it just in case something happened. But no, I won't be watching it. I won't be watching it. So we'll see. DeAndre said the inauguration will be inside and MAGA is upset. I did see a story, something about that, and it's going to be too cold, so they're not having it outside or something like that. And I didn't read the story. I thought it was a nonsense headline. Like, no, they're going to have it so that he can say again that he had the biggest crowd for an inauguration in the history of inaugurations, or in the history of crowds, the likes of which the world has never seen. So I thought maybe it was just a kind of a clickbait headline. So they're actually moving it inside. That's interesting. Well, all right, y'all. I do have to get out of here. I got to put in my work. This little baby trying to kill me, y'all. This little baby is actually trying to kill me. We did our little cardio yesterday. And you know what I'm saying? She got a little 7-year-old energy, which is just an unlimited supply. It's an unlimited supply. And so, I did 15 minutes on the treadmill. I did 15 minutes on the elliptical. I was done. I'm all sweaty and all that kind of stuff. I'm done. And she on the treadmill. Come on, look, grandfather, I'm doing it backwards. And she walking backwards on the treadmill. Look, grandfather. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. You can, you got energy. But then I'm finished and she talking about, you didn't do your 15 minutes on the bike, grandfather. I'm not going to do 15 minutes on the bike. I said I was doing a half hour. I did 15 minutes on that. I did 15 minutes on that. I did 15 minutes on the bike. I did 15 minutes on the elliptical. And I'm doing 15 minutes right now on the treadmill backwards. Like, congratulations to you. But I'm not getting on that bike for another 15 minutes. I'm tired. Matter of fact, if you want to stay down here and finish your 15 minutes, that's fine with me. I'm going upstairs. Well, tomorrow you have to do 15 minutes. No, I don't. No, I don't. And you can do it backwards. No, I'm not walking backwards on the daggone treadmill. That's not normal people stuff. Little baby. Well, starting next week, then you have to do 15 minutes on that and 15 minutes on that and 15 minutes on that. And then she saw the weights talking about, and y'all, I promise y'all, I'm not making none of this stuff up. The little baby, hold on, let me tell you, I am having the time of my life. I'm having the time of my life. Because I try to, live in the moment. And I realize, number one, she's still the perfect age. Between 5 and 8, perfect age for kids, as far as I'm concerned. So I realize she is still the perfect age. And I'm like, I am getting the opportunity right now to enjoy all of these moments and make all of these memories with this little baby. So I am absolutely having the time of my life. But yeah, she trying to kill somebody. She trying to kill somebody. So she see the weights, because, I got weights over there. And, she trying to pick up the 20-pound weights. She can't pick up the 20-pound weights. So Grandfather, what is this? I'm like, those are weights. Well, Grandfather, shouldn't you be lifting them? Are you trying to shame me? Why are you trying to shame me? You should be lifting them and doing some stuff. And she was moving her arm. So next week, you do 15 minutes on the treadmill, and then you do 15 minutes on the bike, and then you're going to do 15 minutes on the elliptical, and then you're going to lift with your left arm for 15 minutes, and then you're going to lift with your right arm for 15 minutes. You don't do everything for 15 minutes, little baby. And don't you worry about my weightlifting. When I get into the weightlifting, then I'll do it. But I'm not there yet. And y'all don't hear her, but she say sly stuff. So then she gonna kind of turn to walk away, talking about, you should be lifting that weight to help you not be fat. I said, what? What? I didn't say anything. Yes, you did. I heard you. I heard you. Lifting that one little 20-pound weight ain't gonna stop me from being fat. Well, how you gonna try to say it under your breath? Oh my goodness. I'm having the time of my life with this little baby. And I know, what I'm saying, it don't last long. There's gonna be a time, and it's gonna come up much sooner than I would like, when she gonna want to be hanging around her grandfather, working out in his basement, making fun of his fatness. She gonna want to be doing whatever she doing. I am having the time of my life. But she trying to kill me. She trying to kill me. Oh. Y'all, enjoy y'all weekend. Enjoy y'all weekend. She said we gotta, hold on. Because some of y'all be thinking I be lying. Oh, they not answering. Hey, tell the little baby I'm finishing up the show so we can do our workout. All right. Bye. She talking about, yay. Y'all heard her. I think she's trying to kill me. Oh, I don't know what to do with this little baby. I don't know what to do with this little baby. I am enjoying this time when she gets to the point where she don't want to have nothing to do with her grandfather. I'm not gonna know what to do with myself. But until then, I am having the time of my life. Y'all get out there and enjoy yourselves this weekend out in that cold. I won't be out in that cold with y'all. I'm gonna be up in here. I think of it. I'm gonna be playing my what is the game? My little boxing game with Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali. I can't remember what the name of it is right now, but I think I'm gonna play that this weekend. So get out there, enjoy y'all weekend, and as usual, do me one favor. Y'all be the reason that somebody smiles today. Till next time, I'm out, y'all.